poppin' phenoms and future phenoms, man? I hope you guys are having a phenomenal Monday and a phenomenal week so far. If you're new to the channel, hit that like, drop that subscribe as always, and turn on notifications because we dropping videos daily. So I told you guys I would do a spoiler review video. Yo, if you have not seen Avengers Infinity War, do not watch this video because heavy spoilers will be posted and talked about. Okay, so I told you guys that I did want to do a spoiler review on Avengers Infinity War. I just got out the movie theater. I wanted to see it a second time so I could have a clear mind on things and so I could remember, you know, have a really good memory on what happened with the movie. First off, props to Russo bros. They did such a good job with this movie with handling all these characters. It's actually pretty wild because a lot of movies these days have troubles handling a couple characters, but they had a lot of different characters in this movie, and they did a really good job. It's not a perfect movie by far, but they definitely handled these characters well, and they told the story very well. Now, this movie took me by surprise when it starts off with Thanos raiding the Asgardian ship, beats the heck out of Thor, kills Hemidale, kills Loki by snapping his neck, and he literally beat the brakes off the Hulk. The Hulk did not want to come out the whole movie because Thanos put that whooping on him. I was at complete shock when that happened. I was like, wow, this is how we're starting the movie off? And I was just like, people dying already. As soon as the beginning of the movie happened, I was like, I know what to expect. Now, I was gonna try to do it from the beginning to end, but I can tell you right now that's not gonna happen. So what we're gonna get into is I'm gonna talk about the deaths first. Now, Hemidale died, Loki died. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Gamora's death really got to me. I was like, dang, man. I was like, he's really gonna kill his own daughter. And she was thinking that he loved nothing, but he actually did love her. And I love that about Thanos. They made it to where we thought he was crazy, but we also had some type of feeling towards him because of, you know, the way he saw things, the way he raised Gamora, and, you know, just stuff like that. And, you know, we was like, this dude's crazy. This dude's crazy. And then he literally killed his own daughter so he could get that Soul Stone. He had to sacrifice her life for the Soul Stone to get the Soul Stone. Completely crazy. And another death that was really crazy was Spider-Man. Hey, I don't care what nobody say. That was sad. He was like, Tony, I don't want to go. Like, can you imagine that? Like, he was like, Tony, Mr. Stark, I don't want to go. And then he just laid down and disappeared. Shocking. It was straight shocking. When Thanos stabbed Tony Stark, I really thought he was about to die. I really thought it was the end of Iron Man. But Doctor Strange saves his life by giving him the Time Stone. And I think I have a theory on that. Because in the beginning, you know, Doctor Strange said if it comes between you and the kid and saving your life over the Time Stone, you guys are going to die. And I'm going to save the Time Stone. But he ends up giving the stone to Thanos to save Tony Stark's life. And if you remember correctly, when they were on Titan, I think they were on Titan, Thanos' homeland, Doctor Strange went into the future to look at possible outcomes of what would happen, and he saw like 14,605,000 of them, and they only won one of them. So my guess is Tony Stark has to live for them to win that one battle out of 14,605,000 or however many different options it was. That's crazy. That many options, they only won one. So Tony Stark has to be a key to them winning. And I will say, I'm actually surprised on a Monday, this movie theater had a lot of people in here. And I was actually shocked because normally on the weekdays, there's not that many people at the movie. There'll be a good amount, but almost every seat was full. And I was like, yeah, this movie's probably gonna hit $1 billion by this weekend. I bet you it probably will. So the deaths in this movie was crazy. Who did I miss? Vision. Vision has a crazy death. That's so messed up what they did to Scarlet Witch, man. She had to kill her own love, only to see him get brought back in time to die again because Thanos ripped the stone out of his head. You know how messed up that's traumatizing. That's crazy. Who else died in the movie? We got Vision, we got Loki, Hemingdale. Oh well, we might as well get into all of it. At the end of the movie, everybody, Black Panther fades away, Scarlet Witch fades away. Who else? Nick Fury. I can't remember that girl's name that works by his side. I can't remember her name. She fades away. Pretty much Spider-Man faded. Well, yeah, he faded away. Star-Lord, the whole Guardians of the Galaxy faded away except Raccoon. Who else died? What's that girl's name that was controlling Thanos' head? That told him to sleep. I can't remember her name, but she vanished. So pretty much a lot of people died in this movie, but I mean, we all know they're not really dead. They're stuck in the Soul Stone. I believe they're stuck in the Soul Stone, and it's just crazy. This whole movie just took me by surprise. Like, I knew it was gonna be really good. I just didn't know how good it was gonna be, and it's by far, it definitely lived to the hype. And I'm still keeping it at a 4.5 out of 5 and a 9.5 out of 10. I'm still keeping it as my rating. What else we need to discuss over here, man? Thanos was a straight beast. When he killed Gamora, man, I was shocked. That was one of the shocking moments for me. No lie, I was like, dang, man, sacrifice your own daughter for your destiny. Crazy. Now I will say, on-screen camera with Star-Lord, Tony Stark, Doctor Strange, they were funny than a mug. They were really funny. And then Thor even had a part where he was like, you know, where he had to open the thing for his hammer to get built. And he was like, I'll die? He was like, yes. That's what killing yourself means, or you dying means. And I was cracking up, because I was like, this movie had a lot of good laughter in it. It wasn't forced. It was really good. Oh man, I was really gonna try to go from beginning to end, but see, now that I'm doing the video, it won't happen that way. So we got those deaths, man. We got the ending with Thanos sitting and looking at the sunrise or go away, whatever he was looking at. And in the end movie, we see Miss Marvel, Nick Fury signal to Miss Marvel. So I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to the next one. It's gonna be crazy, and oh my gosh, my emotions. And that was one of the things coming into this movie I wanted to see. I wanted to see if my emotions were still really high like it was when I seen it the first time. Marvel did a really good job with building these characters up for 10 years. 10 years they built these characters up, and a lot of people fell for this, man, because I was like, oh no. I was like, no. Even seeing this 2 times around, I was like, no. And it's actually pretty crazy, because when everybody started dying, the whole audience was like, it got quiet, but you could hear some people like, oh my gosh. Like, it got real. Disney got real, and I'm glad Disney actually wasn't afraid to kill some characters. I'm definitely glad they were not scared to kill some characters. Now, in the beginning, I know in Thor Ragnarok, he had 2 people on his ship. It was that light-skinned girl, and then it was that rock character. I didn't see them on the ship when they died, or when everybody else was dead. So we don't know if they're still alive. Also, with Vision, we don't even really know if Vision's fully dead, because T'Challa, aka Black Panther's sister, was working on him. We don't really know how much of the stuff she pulled from the stone. So Vision could still very well be alive. He could still very well be alive, because we do not know how much of that stuff she got out of the stone. Excuse me. Now, what was funny the second time around, when Captain America, y'all know how he was behind the train and he made his appearance in the dark. Once they showed him, there was a lady like sitting like 2 rows over from me. She was like, oh, he's hot. I was like, come on, man. Like, she said it so loud. But Captain America, he needs to keep the beard though. I think that beard looks dope on him. That fight scene they had in that subway was dope, with him, Black Widow, Falcon, Vision, and Scarlet Witch against those 2 people. I forgot their names, but that fight scene was dope. The choreography in this movie was dope. One thing I really didn't understand is the big battle at Wakanda. Why didn't they bring out the rhinoceroses? You know, like they had in Black Panther, they brought out the rhinoceros to fight against each other. I'm trying to figure out why they didn't bring out the rhinoceros during this big battle, because they definitely needed the help. There was a lot of different different things they needed help with. That definitely could have helped them. What else, man? We talked about the deaths. What else? What else, man? Just the whole movie in general is so good. The character development. And, I will say this. This is not an Avengers movie. This is a Thanos movie. This is definitely a Thanos movie. It's not an Avengers movie. Really, the name should be like Thanos Infinity Gauntlet, or Thanos something. Oh, that's that's a good name. Thanos Infinity Gauntlet, or Thanos, the Taker of Worlds, or something. You know what I'm saying? Because this is really a Thanos movie. It's not an Avengers movie. Now, I believe Avengers 4 will be an Avengers movie. Well, I don't think that's the title of it, but whatever. The next movie will be in the Avengers movie, because they will bounce back. They will win the battle. Right now, Thanos won the battle, but not the war. What else? Overall, it's just a good movie. I do want to see it another time in movie theaters. I need to go see it in IMAX. Everybody tells me IMAX is good. I did not. I saw it in 3D today. I have not seen it in IMAX, so my third time around, I might go see it in IMAX. But, oh man, the spoilers, the deaths, Nebula. Oh, I will say, Thanos was dark, man. He was definitely dark. He made Gamora tell him where that Soul Stone was, or he was gonna kill Nebula. I was like, gosh, this dude's a thug, man. He's about it. He's with it. But he was bad, bro. I still can't believe he beat the Hulk so bad. Like, he literally beat the brakes off the Hulk. The Hulk didn't want to come out the whole movie, and I thought that was cool that we got to see like the Bruce Banner. Not really the Hulk, but we got to see more of his character. He even got to fight in the Hulkbuster suit. And he was like, "Oh yeah, this is what beat me up," and he was just enjoying it. I thought that was pretty dope to see of him, and not just the Hulk the whole movie. And I will say, Marvel, they definitely gave us a 360 in their trailers, because they had Hulk running in that big battle, and he didn't even show up the whole movie. He was in the beginning, and that's it. The very beginning, before Thanos put the brakes on him, he beat him down. I would say Thor was he was bad, man. After he made that shield, that was dope. Oh, and one thing I will say I did enjoy. I love the part with him and Raccoon, where Raccoon was like, I guess it's time to be a leader, and Raccoon went over there to talk to him, and they was talking about all the deaths and stuff, and Thor was just like, yeah, I've lost my brother, I've lost my mom, my best friend was stabbed in the heart, my sister's from hell, and I had to kill her, and all this other stuff, and you could just see the emotion. Chris Hemsworth did a really good job with that, man, because he really, like, his emotion with that character at that time, like, he literally has lost everything close to him, and he was trying to play the hard role, but you could hear it in his voice, and you could see it in his eyes that he's really deep down, he's really hurt, and he's coming for Thanos for that, because after he killed Loki, he literally killed all of his family, or he didn't kill all his family, but all his family is dead. The humor with Tony Stark is always good. The Doctor Strange Tony Stark exchange is funny. Even with Spider-Man. The tech Spider-Man suit was dope. What am I missing, man? I can't think of anything else. Just the whole movie was just all around good. It's crazy because I literally just watched this movie like 30 minutes ago. But it's hard to think of everything while I'm on camera. But once I turn the camera off, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that. I forgot to talk about this. It's crazy how this stuff works out. Man, but overall, man, it was such a good movie. I've never been so excited to watch a movie 2 times in a row at the movie theaters. I watched Black Panther twice. The second time it was still good, but I was like, oh, that's cool. But this movie, I felt like it was still watching it from the first time. That's how good it was. It's just an emotional movie. I will say that. This is definitely an emotional movie. Definitely emotional to me, man. 10 years in the making with these characters, and then bam, all this stuff happens. Now, I really think, like I said in the beginning, the people who died in the beginning are dead. Loki, I think he's really gone. Hemingway, gone. And I know everybody was talking about they wanted a solo film with Hemingway, and I think that would have been cool, but I don't think there's any bringing him back from that. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I thought 3 characters died at the beginning of the movie. I thought it was 3. I must be tripping. because it was Loki, Hemidale. I don't know. I thought it was 3, but maybe I'm just tripping right now. But overall, it was a lot of deaths. It was a lot of fun. It was action packed. Literally, Thanos' character is so good. You're really paying attention to him throughout the whole movie. You're really trying to understand why is he doing what he's doing, and what he's trying to accomplish. And that scene with him, I will say this: that scene with him and Gamora, in the Soul Stone, where it was all like red, and she asked him, she was like, "Did you do it?" He was like, "I did." And she was like, "What did it cost?" And he just looks down like he's disappointed, and he's like, "Everything." Boy, I'm telling you, they did such a good job with Thanos. It doesn't make any sense how good they did it with him, because they really developed his character really well in this movie. That's why I say it's a Thanos movie, because they really, really made his character very well in this movie. I feel like I could keep talking forever, but I don't want to keep saying the same stuff. What else we got here, man? I don't even know, man. In the comments, let me know. Feel free to spoil like you. This is a spoiler video, so post in the comments down below. What was your favorite parts of the movie? What did you like about Thanos? What did you like about this movie in general? What are you looking forward to in the next movie? Do you have any Easter eggs that you saw in the movie? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's talk about it, man. Let's nerd out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to see this a third time. I don't know when. Probably maybe next weekend or something. I'm not sure yet. But I definitely love this movie. Definitely buy this on Blu-ray. This was definitely a good movie. And I don't want to keep saying the same stuff because it was just a great movie. But overall, the deaths, the humor, the development with Thanos, even with the Guardians of the Galaxy mixture with Tony Stark and everybody, the fight scenes. The fight scene on Titan was so good. The fight scene on Wakanda, like the whole choreography was really good with this movie. The fighting. And I will, one thing before I end this video. That fight scene on Titan when Spider-Man, Star-Lord, and everybody had Thanos pulled down. They had him pulled down to the ground, trying to take the gauntlet off of his arm. And I think her name is Mantis. I think that I remember her name. Her name is Mantis. She told him to go to sleep. And Thanos is like trying to sleep or whatever. And they're trying to get the gauntlet off. And Star-Lord comes up to him and he's like, "Where's Gamora?" And I don't remember what he said at first. But then he said it again. He was like, "Where's Gamora?" And then he said something else. And then something about her dying. Because Nebula had said something. And then she was like, "Tell me," he was like, "Tell me she's lying." And he was like, "I had to." And then it was at that moment Star-Lord was like, "You didn't have to." And then he starts hitting Thanos in the head with the gun. That's how good this movie was emotionally. Like, you got to see these characters very emotional. Very, very emotional. Thor, Star-Lord, Gamora, Thanos. There was a lot of emotion in this movie, and that's what I really loved about this movie. I love the fight scenes, I love all the action, but the emotion in this movie was so good, and it really drew me to the characters even more. And that scene between Gamora before he throws her off the ledge and Star-Lord and Thanos when he's asking where Gamora is at, those two scenes right there. And Spider-Man dying. Those 3 scenes were the best scenes in the movie to me, by far. Because wait, I lied. Add in Thor's scene. Add in Thor's scene where he's talking to Raccoon and he's like, "Yeah," and I talked about that earlier. Those 4 scenes right there are the best scenes in the movie to me, because it was at that moment you got to see some emotion from these characters. Like, they were actually, they were scared, they're worried. They don't know what's going on, especially with Thor. When Raccoon asked him, said, "What if you're wrong?" And he was like, "Well, I have nothing else to lose." Like, you literally got to see these emotions in these characters, and that's the one thing that I really did love about this movie. I love that about this movie, man. Don't get me wrong, I love the action, I love all that, but the emotions what got me, and I'm definitely glad I saw it again. We'll be seeing it the third time. So post your comments down below and let me know what you thought about my video of this spoiler video of Avengers Infinity War. If you enjoyed my video, make sure you hit that like, that share, subscribe. If you did not, hit that like, that share, subscribe. Help brother out, become part of the crew, cause we dropping videos daily, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. 100,000 subscribers is going on time. Let's get it.